Hello. I am just checking in and wanted to walk you through what you have out there for week 5 and week 6. I was thinking as I was grading your week 4 material that we are now a quarter of the way through the semester. So we're moving into week 3, which is week 5 and week 6 information. And it's pretty crazy to think that we only have 5 weeks left in the semester. So as I was telling you at the beginning of the semester, summer session moves super, super, super fast. And it's pretty crazy that we are already a little over a quarter of the way done. So as I promised, I did want to walk you through in week 5, you will be completing your first of 4 library badges. And I did just want to walk you through the process of how to complete that. So you'll notice embedded within your learning module is several screenshots that talk you through that process. Some people are able to look at the step 1, step 2, and see exactly what they need to do. Other folks also like the visual or the conversation piece through this video to be able to know how to navigate through that. So the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to click on that link that says library homepage. That's going to take you out to the library's page. And this is where you'll find a whole lot of information about our library services, which is super, super helpful. There's a lot of information out here, and the library badges will walk you through a lot of that information. Under services, the very last thing that you see says information literacy badges. And when you click on that, it's going to bring you back into Blackboard to the My Commons page, which you all have access to within Blackboard. So certainly you can access it that way, or you can access it through the library homepage. It doesn't matter, but it is going to bring you back into the My Commons. You'll notice an option right here on the left-hand side that says Library Badges, or if you're clicking from the home page, it's going to bring you straight to the Library Badges landing space. And within that, you'll see that there are 4 badges. The very first one that's due in week 5 that you're completing right now is this crossed the threshold badge. And so you'll notice it gives you a little time limit here that it's going to take you about 30 minutes. It gives you a summary of what the cross the threshold is. It talks you through the learning outcomes. And then there's a little hyperlink right here that says crossed the threshold badge. And that takes you into everything that you need to complete. So it gives you this little library 101. There's a video there for you to watch. You can take a digital tour of the library and work through those materials. And then the very last thing that you'll do is do this crossed the threshold test. Once you've completed that test, you're going to earn the crossed the threshold badge. Once you've earned that badge, you can come back over here to My Badge Book. And that's where you'll view your completed badges. So what I always encourage students to do is after you've earned a badge, you can come back and take a screenshot of the specific badge. So in this case, the crossed the threshold badge, it'll have your name and it'll say you earned the crossed the threshold badge. A lot of students like to take screenshots of that. In order to take a screenshot, you can do a print screen, or if you have a tool like a snipping tool or a way to go in and copy and paste something and then, you know, crop it out and attach it as like a Word document, as a PDF. You can upload it as a photo. So if you want to take a picture of the badge and then save that as a JPEG and add that as your attachment, essentially what you'll do after you've earned that badge, as you'll see here in step 3, it says upon completion, you need to take a screenshot or a picture and then upload that to your Let's Connect Cross the Threshold badge assignment. It is important that you understand, like I said, we introduced this in week 5. Throughout the course, you will complete all 4 badges. So it is important that you understand where to access those library badges, how to take the screenshot and upload them, because that does end up being worth 80 points of your Let's Connect assignments throughout the next several weeks. So you do definitely want to make sure that you know how to access that material. So moving into week 6, we are going to continue this idea of industrial organic. Big organic is what we kind of like to refer to it as. And this is really just a continuation of the conversation around big organic. So we do break this unit up into 2 because chapter 9 is a fairly large chapter. And I don't like to just have you do all of that within one learning module. So I do break that up. A lot of people don't think about industrial organic as this thing that really could be related very similar to commercial farming. But industrial organic has become very much a marketing ploy. A lot of people really look at it as, is it any better or worse than what our commercial farmers are doing? So you're going to continue reading that chapter 9. You will this week go out and view the Organic Earth website. And I really like this website because it really gives you an opportunity to go out and see some sample recipes. So when you click out to this, it's going to take you to Earthbound, which is one of the commercial organic, industrial organic industries that Pollan talks about in his book. And one of the things that I'm asking you to do is to go out and find a recipe from the recipe page that looks interesting to you. So I would encourage you to just kind of scroll through here. I am a visual person, so I like to look and see what looks visually appealing to me. And then, after you find something, I would certainly, click on it, read what that recipe is. And then your assignment for this week is to talk about that recipe. So tell me, what the ingredients are, how you prepare it, and then if this is a recipe that you might consider trying in the future. This is a really helpful assignment as we move into the end of the semester in your signature assignment. Your signature assignment will be to create 3 recipe cards that embody your food culture. And so this is a great example of really the components of a solid recipe. So you've got your ingredients, you've got your preparation instructions. So this should give you a good idea of what represents a good recipe. Pollan also talks about in chapter 9 this idea around Small Planet Foods. Small Planet Foods is a cohort or basically a representation of several organic industries. So you can see within this, Cascadian Farms lives there, Muir Glen lives there, Larabar, and then Food Should Taste Good. Those are all under one big umbrella, but it is, I think, great to explore what some of those industries are and how they help represent the organic food industry. So you'll have your discussion boards for the week. So make sure that you are responding to all of these discussion board questions, that you're meeting the minimum posting requirements that tell you how many sentences are required for each response. And then you also want to make sure that you are going in and responding to at least 3 of your peers. You'll also be completing another library badge in week 6. So again, make sure that you understand that process of how to complete the library badges in week 5, because you will do that again in week 6 with the Website Crusher badge. So with that, oh, I have one final reminder. So you will have noticed in your learning modules in I believe it was week 3, I highlighted within your Did You Know about college students, food insecurity, and some of the work that I do on campus with the Campus Garden. So the Campus Garden is a great opportunity if you want to be involved with gardening, if you want to have an opportunity in the fall semester to be able to take home fresh vegetables from our campus garden. It is a garden that I wrote a grant for almost 2 years ago now. that I put a lot of work into to be able to provide really great food, fresh food for our students. And so you will have noticed in that little did you know that I did say that the garden is in full swing. There's a whole lot of weeding that we've been doing within the last several weeks to get everything rocking and rolling. So if you would love to come out and help with the campus garden, I usually do give extra credit points for students who want to come out and help me pull weeds and check on irrigation. We'll be planting some strawberries and some more herbs tomorrow morning, Wednesday, June 19th. So if you want to coordinate a time to come out and help, I'm normally out there on Mondays and Wednesdays from about 8:30 until noon. But I also have other students that go out on other days as well. So if you want to coordinate a time to come out and hang out in the garden with me, I would love it. It's a great way for you to be very connected with your food and have access to really fresh, great vegetables. So again, if you want to do that, please shoot me an email and we can certainly coordinate a time for you to come out and help me out. With that, I hope you all have a wonderful week. And I will be checking in again with you next week to just make sure that things are rocking and rolling.